Hey bro, why you not subscribed yet? And while you're down there, might as well hit that bell button too. Hello everybody! So, got some like, yeah. Okay, so I didn't actually make any progress on the car since last video. And I was gonna make this video like 3 days ago. However, as you'll see in the next clips, I had to deal with my sump pump failing in my basement, and then my basement flooded, so then I had to rip all the carpet out of the basement. You know, life shit happens sometimes. I just can't always be in the garage. Alright, so I read the comments all the time, and one of the biggest comments I've got is how much I've actually spent in the car already up to this point. I know I've always said that I was going to disclose on what I paid for everything and make a video about it, but I just kept pushing it off. And now finally we're going to do that. So, yeah, we didn't make any more progress as of lately. It's really unfortunate, but it's because I'm trying to like get my Supra running, and that's kind of like a high budget build, so I don't want to put any kind of more funds into this until I get that car running, because having two cars not running is kind of bullshit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this whiteboard, but gotta move some shit because I can't actually get back there. Whole garage is a mess, I'm sorry. The lighting sucks over here, damn. But I need the whiteboard, so. Okay, that's a little bit better lighting. So obviously our Instagram name is here, Supra_Williams. And then, ooh, I can use the red one. Cause you can be like, I make it like a YouTube play button. I think it's like this. And then, Kate Boost. She's probably gonna be like my future wife one day, cause I'm a Canadian and she's a Canadian-lander. She has a Supra, I have a Supra. She does CrossFit, I do CrossFit. It's just meant to be. That's her YouTube channel, by the way. And she's like way hotter than me. Okay, so I'm gonna start writing stuff. Obviously, I'm not gonna make you wait through me writing it all down, but I'm probably gonna break it up doing a couple things like the car, the engine, and then accessory things that I'm buying. So that's how I'm gonna break it up, and then we'll put it over here somewhere. So we paid $3,000 for the car. This is all in Canadian land funny money, remember that? $3,000 for the car. And then we have the suspension, which includes like the front and rear shocks, springs, the upper and lower axle bars, whatever they call. All donated by @KentStacy on Instagram, or Kent on the channel, whatever one you wanna figure out. The K member, also donated by Kent. It's just a lightweight tubular one. So we could have used a stock one anyways. Then we have engine mounts. They're actually UPR, I think. They're made for the 462 LS swap motor. They're solid engine mounts, and they were roughly $250 Canadian to my door. And then the wheels on the car are actually my old Supra wheels, so we didn't spend any money there either. So $32.50 for that part. Oh, my shoulders are so sore from doing gym things and butt stuff. Next up, we'll do the engine, I guess. Engine! Everyone loves a good engine. So, I paid for the engine itself $600. Which I know now is like a really good deal for an L33 engine, which is an all aluminum 5.3 truck motor. That's what I have. Flex on them. You know what, we're gonna try this from a different angle, just for something different. So, we paid $600 for the engine, really good deal. Then we went with the Brian Tooley Racing dual springs, push rods, turbo cam, LS9 head gaskets, and then the front and rear gaskets and the main seals. And all of this stuff, oh, right here, was actually donated by, or sponsored by Brian Tooley Racing. So their link is down below. Sponsor. However, this would cost roughly, I don't know, Oh yeah, and a Triang kit. Triang kit. So these things I had to buy myself, the head bolts and the rod bolts. I'm trying to do the conversions in my head of what it actually cost me because everything's always in US prices. But I think it was roughly like $350 for both of them, Canadian monies. I could be a little bit wrong on that. And then the cam bearings and the hone and clean from Charlie Eden, aka like Super Fuckboy, I guess. That was also like $300 roughly too. The total that we're into this engine so far is going to be like $1,250 into the engine, which is actually a lot less than I thought. Maybe I missed something, but I still have to buy a whole bunch of things for it, so I'll make that list after too. So we're gonna put that up here to this one. So I'm just gonna call this one ass for accessories. And essentially we have the stock manifolds, which I paid 50 bucks for. Don't know why. We have those aftermarket manifolds, which I paid 300 bucks for. I don't know how to spell mandrel. I'm just gonna spell mandrill, but I don't want to. And that was another $150 because I bought a couple of U-bends and J-bends. Yep, I lost my marker tip. V-bands. Those were another $100. Turbo. $500. I'm really bad at spelling too. Intercooler. That was donated by TJ. I'm looking at this list and I'm just trying to think of things that I bought. I'd like to take a short break here and just mention that I eat ass. So professional ass eater, if anyone's asking. Okay, well, this is all I can think of right now. You guys are gonna be like, oh my God. Oh wait. Turbo 400 trans, I paid $200 for that too. Oh, the glare is so stupid. I'm zooming in. Zoom. Okay, so this is what we bought as accessories or ass. We got the stock manifolds, the aftermarket manifolds, the mandrel bend tubing, V-bands, turbo, intercooler, and the Turbo 400 trans. That's all I can think of right now. If we add this up, then we get 5,000, 1,300. And that goes up over there too. So we're $5,800 into the project already. It's still kind of budget-ish, except we do need a lot more things still. I'll make a quick rundown of what we have left to get. Okay, so here's our list of what left to buy. Very nice. Ooh, mosquito. I think I got him. I think I got him. I think I got him. Let's see. He flew away. Maybe slow motion. So we're gonna need an ECU, harness, and tune of some sort, whether it be like a stock modified ECU or an aftermarket standalone or whatever it is. That's a big chunk of change. We're gonna need the water pump, the power steering, and alternators, because I don't have the power steering alternator combo or a water pump, and it might have to be different depending on what configuration we use. You guys can always recommend me something there. We need a radiator because the stock radiator is not going to work anymore because that's where we're putting the turbo. So we need something that's probably like 3/4 the size plus an extra couple cores to make it cool. Injectors and fuel system, those are kind of one and the same. I do have a factory truck manifold that I will be using anyways. Crank pulley, whether that's stock or aftermarket damper, who knows at this point. Oh, mosquito. An oil pan, the one that's on there currently sits too low. We're gonna have to replace that because the first curb that you hit, and Mustangs are known for hitting curbs, it's gone. I don't have any prices for these things because I haven't calculated what I want yet. The oil feed and return for the turbo, that's not a big deal, although AN fittings do cost a fortune. Intercooler piping, also not that big a deal. And then a wide bend and a boost gauge. I'm sure I'm missing something off this list. If you guys want to add it, make your own list down below and tell me that I'm a frickin' moron, idiot, loser. So yeah, like all this, kind of a big chunk of change. I'm more focusing on just trying to fab stuff up and making episodes that way for a bit. Yeah, so normally I would just get this if this were my only project car. However, this isn't my only project car. And whatever this would cost, I'm guaranteed I'm gonna spend more than this on the Supra currently. Getting the rear end fabricated in whenever AFR decides they wanna do it. So I'm really sorry that I couldn't give you guys more of a video. It's currently like 10:30 at night right now, and like I said, I've been dealing with this basement flooding issue. What actually happened was we have like a weeping tile on the outside of the house, and it leads into a sump, and then there's a sump pump inside of there that pumps the water outdoors. So I actually have two in there, and one was unplugged and the other one failed. So thankfully my security system has like a detector that's on the floor and actually detects flood water, and that went off and I got to the basement. I mean, it was like a centimeter on the floor everywhere on the carpet. The carpet was just all soaked and everything. So I'm in the middle of renovating the basement now, a forced renovation because of this flooding. So I always want to give you guys more. I'm only doing what I can. I'm kind of just one man show, one man fuckboy, and that's my life. So I hope you guys understand. I might not make a video for another little bit. I'll try and put away like an afternoon one of these days and do some more work on the car. And thanks for understanding, guys. I love you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and that's what I spent on the car so far. I thought it was more than that. I guaranteed I forgot something, and peace easy, bros.